My name's John Kreutzer. I'm retiring out of the United States Marine Corps, and today I want to talk to you about why military recruiters will make outstanding real estate agents. As recruiters, we spend a lot of time talking to people. These are community leaders, they're educators, people of influence in the community. It can be the chief of police, the fire chief, you name it. As a military recruiter, we're talking to them all the time because they can feed us clients, prospects. We want to build good relations with these people. So you're going to do the same thing in the real estate industry. You're going to have conversations with community leaders, people of influence. Just like you did on recruiting duty, you're going to get people to know, like, and trust you. So having served on recruiting duty, you've probably already used various social media platforms, whether that's Facebook or Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, to reach your potential audience. The same thing holds true in the real estate industry, that you're going to use these social media platforms to make sure that you're top of mind for potential clients and they're able to view you on whatever social media app they're comfortable with. So now that we've touched briefly on some of the skills that you already possess as a military recruiter, they're going to translate very well into the real estate industry. Let's talk about understanding the customer's needs. Now, as a Marine Corps recruiter, you've heard understanding the why, the need behind the need. I remember hearing some very comical stories when I was going through recruiter school. This is the stuff that the instructors would come up with, that, I want to join the Marine Corps because I want to have a V-shaped body, because I want to be a bikini model one day, and everybody laughs, ha ha ha. But truth be told, you have to understand what is the need behind the need, whether you're recruiting someone to become a United States Marine, or you're trying to get someone to trust you with buying or selling their property. What is their need, and how can you meet that? Why does that customer need an extra large guest room? It's maybe because their elderly parents may be moving in. If you understand that, then you can better guide them through the home buying or selling transaction process. Folks are always upsizing, downsizing. They might be moving to new location. They might have some relocation needs. And each of your customers are going to have unique desires, unique needs, and unique dreams. And once you truly understand, just like you did in recruiting duty, you truly understand what these desires and needs are, you can better meet those needs. Because let's face it, when you're having an initial conversation, and even after several conversations, some people don't realize, even much less they're able to communicate what the need behind the need is. And if you've been on recruiting duty, you know how to peel the onion and have those conversations. You're going to be a much better real estate agent for it. All right, let's talk about human emotions. Huge part of military recruiting, right? Emotions on the kids' part. They're scared. They don't want to get yelled at. They've heard some stories. Maybe they're having some last-minute buyer's remorse. The parents, the mom's crying about, I haven't seen, I'm not going to get to see my son for a couple months, and I need just 5 more minutes. And I'm like, lady, you had 18 years with them. 5 more minutes isn't going to make a difference. But for a lot of people involved, there's a lot of emotions, right? So same with buying a house. 4 years is a lot to an 18-year-old, and 30 years is a lot to anybody, especially a first-time home buyer. And much like a prospective military recruit, they're going to talk to their parents, their mentors, a potential client, for a buyer or seller's transaction. They're going to talk to their parents. They're going to talk to mentors. They're going to talk to other homeowners. But these are all things that we've dealt with as recruiters, right? Buying a house, it can be hyper emotional because your client has their heart set on a particular property with particular features, and if their offer isn't accepted, there may be some sad faces. The same thing with on recruiting duty. Your kid didn't get the job he wanted, or maybe he couldn't pass the ASVAB, or there was something else that came up. But you are well equipped to deal with a range of human emotions that you're going to encounter on both recruiting duty and in real estate. Now, oftentimes, like I've told the young people that I've recruited, this is really one of the best decisions you're going to make, because unless you have some type of scholarship or means to go to a trade school, the rate you're going, you might just be stuck in this town forever. And one of the best ways for these young people to see the world, to better themselves, is join the military for 4 years, and there's tons of benefits that come with that, right? As recruiters, we understand that. Now, on the real estate side, I wish I knew this when I was in my late 20s, early 30s. I wish I knew that real estate investment was one of the top ways to build and accumulate wealth. Had I known this, had I learned what house hacking was back when I was 29 buying my first house, I'd still be doing it today. So much like in recruiting duty, how the young person may not know that military service is one of the best things that they're going to do in terms of what they get out of it, a first-time home buyer or prospective home buyer may not understand the amount of wealth that you can accumulate and build by investing in real estate, whether that's as your primary residence and then moving into different real estate investments. But the hindsight being 2020, man, if someone had told me the value of real estate and real estate investing 10 years ago, I'd be a lot richer man than I am today. So another similarity between recruiting duty and being a real estate agent is you're always on. BOLO! Be on the lookout. Whether that's something you heard in a combat environment, we all know BOLO, be on the lookout. Recruiters are always prospecting, as are real estate agents. Whether you're in the grocery store, the mall, a restaurant, the gym, the golf course, a shooting range, whatever hobby you have, you're always looking out for a potential client. Now, the cool thing about that is you can incorporate your hobbies into your work life. So say, for instance, you're like my dad and you love playing golf, and that's what you do. You wake up in the morning, I love playing golf. You go play golf all day long, but make sure you're having conversations with everybody you see about real estate investing. See if potentially they may know somebody who wants to conduct a real estate transaction. You're constantly on the lookout. I know it sounds silly. I don't do it I don't wear my Marine Corps hat or my pain is weakness leaving the body t-shirt everywhere I go now that I'm not on recruiting duty. But you bet your ass everybody knew I was a Marine when I was on recruiting duty, because I would wear a hat, I'd have a shirt, my wife would have a shirt, my kids would have the little Marine drawstring backpacks. I flew that flag and I promoted that brand everywhere I went. And I was in my uniform most hours during the day. So if we're going to dinner, if we're going to lunch, I'm taking the kids somewhere, I'm gonna put in that uniform and see if that doesn't spark a conversation. So the same thing in real estate, but you get to promote your own brand. With your brand is the golfing guy or the guy who's always doing barbecue competitions, or the guy who's always at a car show with his car. Whatever your hobby, whatever you like to do, you can absolutely incorporate that into your real estate career. So again, just like being a recruiter, you're always switched on, except now you can tailor it to things that you're really passionate about. And by doing that, you're going to have meaningful conversations, and you're going to get more clients, you're going to get more referrals. Hey, I really appreciate y'all watching the video. If there's the top thing that I can impart upon folks who have served on recruiting duty and are interested in a real estate career, it's this: there is no salary cap. And just close your eyes and imagine being able to get a check for $8,000 every time you signed a contract. Think about how much more diligently and how much more focused you would be if you knew that one contract is going to bring me $8,000. And then if you sign in 1.5 contracts or even 2 contracts a month, what that means financially for you, because you already have the skills, you've already done it, you've already worked through CRMs, Chris, you've gone through the gamut of human emotions, you've prospect at all hours and during all activities, 100%, you have done nearly everything, even gone through contracts and paperwork. You've done everything that a real estate agent's going to do, and you've done it for probably 36 months if you did a complete tour. So again, feel free to reach out to me in the links below. I'm in True Name on social media, so you can find me on Facebook and LinkedIn. Thanks, guys, and have a Semper Fidelis day. Hoorah.